Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. As the year draws to a close, it's time for everybody's favourite moment of the year. The one you've been looking forward to. It's the Alternative Award Show. Welcome to you all. It is a special night as we have some of the most prestigious awards in world football up for grabs today. It's lovely to see so many people here as well. Seems we've got bigger crowds this year and some extra VIPs. Shout out to the VIPs: Luke, Thomas, Isaac, Easton, IFNM, Lewis, Matthew, Yuri, George, Quintessence, Butterscotch, Ketchy, all the other boys, Leonard, I see you, George, I see you, and there's plenty of others as well who have purchased VIP tickets. And VIPs actually got a very special reward this year. For the first ever time, we've created a People's Choice Award. That's right, players nominated exclusively by you, the people, VIPs. So, I look forward to that one. And remember, if you want to join the VIP list, there's a crazy after party, by the way. And no, it's not a Diddy party. Anyways, if you want to join them, then make sure you click the link in the description. And also, if you enjoyed tonight's show, press that like button on your way out. I think it's on the red carpet next to the champagne bottles. Would definitely help us out. Anyways, for those of you making your first appearance at these awards, let me explain how it works. Tonight, we will be giving out awards for the creme de la creme, the best of the best in football for the year 2024. Some legends who have won awards at these ceremonies in previous years include Anthony, Harry Maguire, Calvin Phillips, Darwin Núñez, Nicholas Jackson, and others. So as you can tell, it's a very, very serious award show. So, what awards do we have up for grabs tonight? Here are your 2024 awards. Worst Manager of the Year, Biggest Humbling, Worst Football Game of the Year, Worst Individual Performance of the Year, Best Social Media Post, New Trash Player, Best Head Loss, Quote of the Year, Moment of the Euros, the People's Choice Award, Most Improved Trash Player of the Year, and the prestigious Trash Player of 2024. Yes, we have some new awards, some classics, and all are very, very important in the football world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's begin the Alternative 2024 Football Award Show. So, our first award of the night is a big hitter. Yeah, we don't mess around at these award shows. It's the Worst Manager of 2024. Now, this award goes to the manager who's gone out of their way to be truly horrific this year. The winner of this award has redefined what it means to be a bad manager, with their truly shocking displays this year in charge of their football clubs, and they deserve huge credit for this. So, here are your nominees for Worst Manager of 2024. Julian Lopetegui, for spending over £100 million and somehow being worse than David Moyes at West Ham. Gary O'Neill, for gaslighting everybody into thinking he was a good manager on Monday Night Football. And Erik ten Hag, for winning a trophy and signing a new contract this year and still ending it jobless. And the worst manager of the year goes to Erik ten Hag. Yes, it was a sensational year for Erik ten Hag on a personal note, who not only won a FA Cup, but he also managed to get a new contract and payoff from Man United. And he had some serious work to sign a new contract and then get sacked a couple months later. That's pretty impressive, so well done to Mr. Era's come to an end. His era definitely came to an end in 2024. Our next award is a new award, which I think is definitely needed. It's the biggest humbling of 2024. Now this award goes to the person, club or fans who were talking a bit too much, got a bit too big for their boots and got humbled very quickly after this year. So, our nominees for humbling of the year are Kukukukalea for Schlembler when he played Haaland on the first day of the season after all that talk in the Euros. Coventry City for trying to disrespect Man United and the greatest of all time, Anthony, who shushed them after beating them on penalties after being 2-0 up for the championship team. Adrian Rabiot for trying to trash talk a 16-year-old kid completing his homework during the Euros and then getting dunked on by that 16-year-old kid who had just completed his homework the night before. And Erling Haaland for scoring 2 goals in 7 games and being part of the worst Man City side in years, straight after telling Arteta to stay on Belay. And the winner of Humbling of the Year 2024 is Erling Haaland. An honestly incredible achievement for Erling Haaland, a player who wasn't ever good enough to be at these awards, but has now actually gone ahead and won his first ever award at this ceremony. What a turnaround from Haaland in 2024. In fact, his humbling was so good and so ironic that this award is now going to be renamed in future years the Stay on Belay Award. Congrats to Haaland for an all-time humbling moment this year. Okay, so let's keep it moving and go on to our next award, the worst match of 2024. Now this award goes to 2 clubs who really defied the odds and managed to somehow put everybody to sleep while watching the game. A truly remarkable thing to do. So let's take a look at our nominees. England vs Serbia 1-0 at Euro 2024. England vs Denmark 1-1 at Euro 2024. England vs Slovenia 0-0 at Euro 2024. And England vs Switzerland 1-1 at Euro 2024. And the winner of worst match of the year is the England national team. Truly world-class behaviour, and of course the man, the myth, the legend, Gareth the Terrorist Southgate is here to pick up the award. It wouldn't have been possible without you, Gareth, so great to see you here. On behalf of all England fans, I'd like to just take this chance to say thank you for ruining all of the fun throughout all of our summers in 2024. Honestly, you gave me absolutely no memories, so I'm truly grateful for that. Thank you very much. Alright, from the worst game to the worst player to watch. Our next award goes to a player who had a generational stinker this year is the worst individual performance in a match. A player who was so bad in one single game that Loris Karius would be proud. So here are your nominees for the worst individual performance in 2024. Raheem Sterling for Chelsea vs Leicester, for getting booed by his own fans after taking a penalty off Cole Palmer, proceeding to miss it, and then later in the game sending a free kick to Jupiter. Fraser Forster and Altai Bindir for going band for band on who can have the worst performance in the same game. Kylian Mbappe vs Liverpool for getting pocketed by Connor Bradley, getting tombstoned by Virgil van Dijk, and missing a penalty. Casemiro vs Liverpool for being at fault for literally every single goal conceded and getting subbed off at half time. And Harry Clark for Ipswich vs Brentford, where he gave away a penalty, scored an own goal and got sent off. And the winner of worst individual performance of 2024 is Harry Clark. Well done to Harry. This was a really, really tough award to give as he came up against some steep competition. But Clark takes it. He got the perfect hat trick. You genuinely couldn't have a worse game than what he experienced. The cherry on top of this already beautiful cake was it was also his first ever start in the Premier League. What an incredible Premier League debut for Harry Clark, who I hope we see more of in the future. He's got some real potential to be a star at these awards. Okay, so we've powered through quite a lot of awards now. So you know what, I think it's time for a quick little break to refresh our minds a little bit. It's been a long year, so let's jog your memory slightly. Make sure you're on your toes and ready for the second half of the award show, which is going to be massive, by the way. We still have the Trash Player of 2024 award to give out, so make sure you're ready for that. Anyways, so here's a bit of football trivia, a football trivia question for the year 2024. Let's see if anybody in the crowd manages to get it right. You all have a piece of paper under your seats with a pen, so just write your answer down and leave it in on the box on your way out. The people who get it right will get a special VIP ticket for next year's award ceremony and also earn my respect. You ready? Okay, so here's the question. It's quite hard, so I'm not sure if anybody will get it right, but do have a go. Don't cheat as well. So, in the calendar year 2024, in all competitions, Harry Kane has scored the most goals in Europe's top 5 leagues, who, at the time of recording, is second. So, remember, in the calendar year of 2024, top 5 leagues, so don't say someone like Victor Gorgeles, who is the second top goal scorer in Europe's top 5 leagues for the year 2024. Let me know your answers down below. And yeah, that was a nice little bit of fun, but now let's get back to the serious stuff. Let's resume the awards. So our next award is a new one. And these awards were always evolving to, match the latest trends out there, so that's why we felt it was appropriate to introduce a Best Social Media Post award. This award goes to a player or club who posted something so good on their social media this year, it had to be acknowledged. So, here are your nominees. Mikhailo Mudryk for challenging a random guy to a 1v1 for £10,000 because he said to Mudryk he he was bad. David Coote for calling Klopp a certain word I cannot say or I will get demonetized for. Noni Madueke for this post about Wolves and then proceeding to score a hat-trick against Wolves. And David Coote for snorting that Colombian salt before a Euros match. And the winner of Best Social Media Post of 2024 is David Coote. Yes, it was a landslide victory for David Coote, who, to be fair, was fortunate to win this. He technically didn't upload these videos himself, but I guess he can share this award with whoever did, and I'm sure David is going to be going crazy at that after party to celebrate later tonight. Let's just say it's really good that Luis Diaz didn't get nominated for an award and is not going to the after party, otherwise it would have been an absolutely crazy one for Coote. So, from the powder to the players who probably need the powder, we've got the new Trash Player of the Year. Now, don't get this confused with the ultimate prize coming very, very soon. That is the trashiest player of the year. This award is separate and is for players who were actually very, very good players, but this year have officially joined the Trash Society. These guys have had major downfalls and are welcome with open arms to these awards. So, our nominees for the new Trash Player of the Year are Erling Haaland for going from a robotic goal-scoring freak to Chris Wood almost outscoring him. Ilkay Gundogan for single-handedly turning Manchester City from champions into mid-table trash. Kylian Mbappe for once being the best player in the world to now getting pocketed by Connor Bradley. And Phil Foden for being Premier League Player of the Year and now having almost the same amount of goal contributions as Stephen Hawking in the Premier League this season. And the winner of the new Trash Player of the Year is Phil Foden. Congratulations to Phil Foden. The ghost of Manchester right now has come out of the shadows to collect his award. He's contributed massively to Manchester City's turnaround in form this year by helping turn them into one of the worst teams in the Premier League right now. After a successful ghost session in the summer for England, he followed it up with an all-time stinker this season, so Foden, welcome to the Trash Players Club. It's honestly so great to have you here. I'm sure you won't be needing that Premier League Player of the Season award anytime soon. You better get that aside. You've got plenty of awards to come from this show, I'm sure. Moving on swiftly, the next award is a personal favourite of mine, and that is the Best Head Loss of the Year. This award goes to the team, player, manager who completely lost their minds this year after a results, performance, a comment by a fan, all of that. Now we had a lot, and I mean a lot of nominees here. It was a great year for head losses, so let's take a look at our nominees. Pep Guardiola for trying to scrap a Liverpool fan who asked for his autograph. Nottingham Forest Twitter admin for this tweet after losing to Everton. Pep Guardiola for wanting to harm himself after his team bottled a 3-0 lead to Feyenoord. Ange Postecoglou for confronting fans after they were happy to lose to Manchester City. Pep holding the 6 deliverable fans, chanting "You're getting sacked" in the morning. Mario Lemina for scrapping his own coaching staff and the entire West Ham team. And Mateus Cunha for, again, scrapping his own coaching staff and the entire Ipswich team. And the winner for best head loss of the year is Pep Guardiola. Well done to Pep, who had a generational stinker this year. We've been treated to multiple all-time Pep moments in the space of a couple months this year. On behalf of everybody, I would like to say thank you to Pep. Entertaining all football fans this year with your crazy antics. It's truly a pleasure to watch you, Pep. Please keep it up in 2025 because you have been giving us an absolute feast with these cookout sessions, so thank you very much. Alright, next up we have a similar one. It's time for quote of the year. This is for the dumbest, stupidest, funniest line a player or manager has said this year. Trust me, we've had some awful, and I mean awful words come out of some people's mouths this year, so let's take a little look at our nominees. Pep Guardiola. I want to harm myself. Cole Palmer. You know Chippy Chips. It has to be them. Michael Elise. When asked if he thinks the Bundesliga will be different to the Prem and suit his own qualities, he says, I think it'll be a bit different. But yeah, I don't know. Kylian Mbappe. When told he was fast enough to beat the cars, replying, No, I'm not faster than the cars. And Kylian Mbappe. I think sometime in life I'm too competitive. And the winner of Quote of the Year 2024 is Cole Chippy Chips Palmer. Well done to Cole, who expressed his great love for Chippy Chips this year and showcased to the whole world this year how football saved his entire life. So if he wasn't a footballer, I genuinely would be concerned where that guy would be, as he perhaps has the most hollow brain I've ever seen. Anyways, I'm sure Cole will enjoy some Chippy Chips with his award tonight. Salt and pepper chicken and a lovely little Chinese. So enjoy Cole. Alright then, so we have just four awards remaining. I know it's very sad, but they are some massive awards. The next one is a unique one for 2024. Now 2024 saw one of the football's biggest events take place, the Euros. The Euros produced some very iconic moments for us. So it's only right we take a look back with this award, which goes to the best moment of Euro 2024. Our nominees are the Hungary national team for subbing this random geezer from a pub on up top in their games. The Turkey-Czech Republic game, where literally every single person on the pitch was given a yellow card or a red card. And Amadou Onana, or should I say, Andre's not even my name, mate. Do you know what I mean? And the winner is Andre Onana. Congratulations to Amadou, for this iconic moment where he switched perfectly from a fluent French accent to a fluent English Cockney accent to cuss out a reporter. Amadou has well and truly taken to British culture, and I can confirm with that accent is one of us now. So it's glad to have you as a Brit, Andre, and here are your awards. Thank you for blessing us with the best moment of the Euros in 2024. So it's time for our special new awards, the People's Choice Awards. This award is a new one, and all nominees were from you guys. I asked my members in the Discord channel for their nominees and a reason why. It was up to their creativity to come up with a player and nominate them. So let's take a look at what the people have nominated. Darwin Núñez for, well, being Darwin Núñez. Nicholas Füllkrug for being the most forgettable signing in Premier League history. Mo Salah for looking like this sideshow Bob to now looking like some Egyptian Arabian model. And Michy Batshuayi for this Conor McGregor-esque attempt at a roundhouse hit kick on a fan. And the inaugural winner of the People's Choice Award is Michy Batshuayi. It was a very, very tough choice. We had some fantastic nominees, and thanks to everyone who did nominate a player, but I've gone for Michy McGregor. I mean, it was a great attempt at a roundhouse kick, and I think, if he worked on his technique a little bit more, I reckon he probably has a chance of getting a contract at the UFC. So, well done to Michy McGregor, our very first People's Choice Award winner. So, it's time for the penultimate award. Just before we go into the final award, the big one, the Trash Player of the Year, it's only fitting we have an award that honours our fallen soldiers. This award will go to those who are sadly not with us anymore. Those players, once regulars, inducted into the Trash Hall of Fame, but sadly have departed and no longer are trash players anymore. It's time to honour their legacies in the Most Improved Trash Player of the Year award. This award goes to the players once legends of this award show, but sadly have improved as footballers and are no longer part of a trash society. So here are your nominees. Andre Onana, who was a 6-time award winner last year, but now only has a howler every once in 10 games instead of every once in 1 game. Scott McTominay, aka Scott McSauce, the greatest pace and power Stoke City player to ever grace the planet, who is now being compared to Diego Maradona in Naples. And Nicholas Jackson, a boy who graced us with so many iconic misses last season, but sadly is now just a meme off the pitch and is kind of cooking on it. And a winner for the Most Improved Trash Player of the Year 2024 is Nicholas Jackson. A massive congratulations to Nicholas in a bittersweet one. Of course, we are all happy for him that he has gone on to a better place, but of course we deeply miss his presence at these awards. It's really just not going to be the same without him. In honour of him and this award, let's take a look back at the beautiful moments he graced us with when he was on this earth. The worst hat-trick in football history versus Spurs. This miss versus Brentford. This miss versus Nottingham Forest. Thirsting for Astrid Wet for motivation. Posting this video of Enzo Fernandez after he sang a racist song, saying this about Chelsea legend John Obi Mikel. And of course, the iconic video, Nicholas Jackson. Rest in peace, Nicholas Jackson. We hope to see you at these awards at some point again in the future. But enjoy your better life. So, one of our all-time legacy awards has just been given out, but now it's time for a new legend to be made. Potentially a new all-timer who could, later down the line, qualify for the most improved trash player of the year. A player who could be inducted into the Hall of Fame or with the likes of Anthony and Darwin Núñez. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. The trashiest player of 2024. The biggest award in football is here. This award goes to the worst player in football in 2024. Now, we've had some very, very big names winning this award, with the legendary Anthony, our current award winner. But, unfortunately, I can confirm he has not been nominated this year. So, could we please just have one last round of applause for Anthony, a true servant of the game, who was a great representative of trash for 2023. Thank you. He was a great face of football for 2023, but now it's time for a new face of football. So without further ado, here are your nominees for the Trash Player of the Year 2024. Raheem Sterling. For being so bad at Chelsea, Mykhailo Mudryk was starting ahead of him, and then being so bad, he has played 0 minutes for Arsenal while they literally couldn't score a goal or create anything. Casemiro. For his washed-up performances versus Crystal Palace, Liverpool, and pretty much every single game he has played in 2024. Mykhailo Mudryk. For taking performance-enhancing drugs only for his performances to get worse. And Darwin Núñez. For once again, for the third consecutive year, stinking up the place with the first touch and finishing of a donkey. So, the winner, the Trash Player of the Year 2024 is Casemiro. Fantastic from Casemiro, our new Trash Player of the Year, and the award stays in Manchester, with Anthony passing on his crown to yet another fake Brazilian. Casemiro has played out of his skin this year. I mean, literally, he's been unrecognisable from the legendary player we once knew. The famous saying, "Leave the football before the football leaves you." Well, Casemiro has certainly never heard that phrase before, as he's put in some truly woeful performances this year, leaving a 18-year-old kid to run the United midfield on his own all year long. That's some sensational work from Casemiro, and that is why he wins the Trash Player of the Year 2024. So give it up once again for your trashiest player of the year. So, with Trash Player of the Year gone, that concludes our award show for tonight. I know, it's sad. We have to come to an end, but what a show it's been. I hope you all enjoyed as much as I have, and I cannot wait for that after party. But before we go, let's wrap up all the awards. So give it up for your 2024 Trash Award winners. Worst Manager of the Year, Eric Ten Hag. Humbling of the Year, Erling Stay Humble Haaland. Worst Match of the Year, the England national team. The worst individual performance, Harry Clark. The best social media post, David Coote. The new Trash Player of the Year, Philip Foden. The best head loss of the year, Pep Guardiola. The quote of the year, Cole Chippy Chips Palmer. The moment of the Euros, Amadou Andre's not even my name, mate. Onana. People's Choice Award winner, the notorious Michy Batshuayi. The most improved trash player, Nicholas Jackson. And the Trash Player of the Year 2024, Casemiro. Once again, well done to all of our award winners. Hopefully you can continue to redefine what it means to be trash and keep up the great work into 2025. Once again, thank you to each and every one of you who came out to watch and support the show. It's greatly appreciated, and I really do hope you had a great time. So, Casemiro is our Trash Player of the Year for 2024, but who will it be next in 2025? Well, I guess we'll find out. Until then, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do leave a like, consider subscribing,